David joins us now. We're going to start, David, by talking about Newcastle United, because surely they're going to be the busiest. We've got the Isak situation, David. We've got the Johan Wissa situation and the Jürgen Strand-Larsen, all of which surely are connected. What is happening?
I don't think we know a conclusion yet, Rebecca, but I do expect the Isak situation to be the biggest talking point as the transfer window draws towards a close. And that's because there is no firm clarity at this point in time with just over 24 hours to go. We know that Liverpool maintain their interest in signing Isak. We know that Isak wants to go to Liverpool. And in his mind, as we understand it, his chapter at Newcastle United is over. But Newcastle United have been more than clear that they had no intention to sell him this summer. He's under contract until 2028. And unless their conditions for a sale are met, they're not going to sell him. One of those is to bring in a new striker or two. One has come in the form of Walter Made, so that's one condition met. But still, they don't have another. And their interest remains in Johan Wissa, in Jürgen Strand-Larsen. Wissa has released an explosive statement today asking Brentford to grant him his desired move to Newcastle, but still there is no agreement on that front as things stand. I don't think Brentford's result yesterday would have helped. Strand-Larsen, Wolves have knocked back offers. They say he is not going anywhere. The player is keen on making that move like Wissa is from Brentford, but Wolves are standing firm. At the same time, Newcastle would need to receive what they deem to be a suitable offer from Liverpool. £110 million has been made and rejected. Liverpool had previously indicated a willingness to go to maybe £120 million to get a deal done. Newcastle have always said it's £150 million. Let's see when the market shuts if a deal is done and at what price. For now, Liverpool are not moving on it. Their stance has been made clear. They're kind of sitting back and seeing, well, will Newcastle open the door with all their spending in the striker, in Jacob Ramsey, in Anthony Elanga, in Malik Thiaw, in Aaron Ramsdale, and say, are they going to turn around and say, well, now we need to do some business. Now we're ready to sanction this move. That is the burning question as this transfer window draws towards a close.
Well, Newcastle United... Sorry, David, finish off that point for us.
I was going to say the growing consensus is in the industry is that this deal will eventually happen, but that doesn't really count for anything. What matters is Newcastle and Liverpool. And when I speak to all parties in this at the moment, there is no agreement so far.
There's another player who Newcastle United wanted, David, at one point, which was Marc Guehi, that Liverpool now want. And Guehi sounds like he wants Liverpool. So what's the latest on that situation?
These are tense hours, Rebecca, because Crystal Palace, as you well know, play this evening. And Marc Guehi would ordinarily be in their lineup for that match. I think the expectation is he will play, but will a move evolve after that? I revealed yesterday a £35 million flat offer has come in from Liverpool to Crystal Palace. They were waiting for Crystal Palace's response. It's up to Steve Parish. Is he willing to sanction this sale? If not, Marc Guehi will stay for the final year of his contract. He doesn't intend to renew and then leave as a free agent in the summer of 2026, which would be a big blow to Palace. Marc Guehi is open to making this move to Liverpool if the clubs reach an agreement, which they haven't so far. At any time now, that could change, and then they would need to sort out a medical and complete the move. It remains open. I can't predict which way it's going to go.
What about the Nicolas Jackson situation, David? He seems to be stranded in Germany. What's happening?
Nicolas Jackson was sanctioned to move from Chelsea to Bayern Munich on loan. He travelled over to Munich and was set to undergo a medical. Then Liam Delap got injured yesterday, and Chelsea informed Bayern Munich that they would not be proceeding with this loan, and they asked Jackson to return. The current situation is that Chelsea will not loan Nicolas Jackson now. They might be open to a sale if the right offers come in. So will Bayern Munich look to turn this deal permanent and offer the right money? We'll have to wait and see on that. In the meantime, Chelsea are exploring the market for a new striker of their own, and they would be prepared to make a permanent signing. They don't feel that the loan market provides sufficient options right now, and they are surveying potential candidates. I broke the news this morning that one of those candidates is Konrad Harder, the Sporting Lisbon striker. He's a Denmark international, 20 years old. He was on course to join RB Leipzig, and they are said to still be the favourites, but now Chelsea are in the mix. What might that mean? However, there will be different names in the frame as well if Chelsea are going to do this. But that's a big if, and the time is ticking. Yes, Jackson may want to leave, but he remains under contract at Chelsea. And they've got a really busy schedule of domestic and European matches coming up. And at the end of this all, I guess technically it's plausible that he might stay. There's no resolution to it. All options remain open. And this, Rebecca, is going to be a wild final 24 hours or so of the transfer market.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host of NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long, and for even more Premier League content from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock.